Hello everyone, and welcome to the episode one of No Planet Week, brought to you by the Energy and Sustainability Club, IIT Bombay. This podcast is a space for conversations on climate, energy, innovation, and the ideas shaping sustainable future. I am Priyansh Kumar, convener of Energy and Sustainability Club, here with my co-convener Par Saxena, and today we are joined by our special guest, Mr. Jayakrishnan sir. So first of all, I would like to thank Jayakrishnan sir for joining us today, and we appreciate your time and are excited for the discussion ahead, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, sir. Before coming to questions, let me first introduce our audience to our special guest today. Today, our special guest, Dr. Jayakrishnan sir, has spent his career at a very unique intersection. He completed his PhD in atmospheric sciences, went on to go to do postdoctoral research in Malaysia, studying tropical monsoon dynamics, and then in China, working on air-sea interaction. He then served as a scientist at India's National Weather Forecasting Center before moving on as an assistant professor at Kerala Agriculture University. Today, he is deputy manager and weather scientist at Adani Green Energy Limited, one of India's largest renewable energy company. So, welcome, sir. Let's get started with the questions.
Thank you, Priyansh and Parth. Thank you for the nice introduction. Yeah.
Uh, okay, so sir, let's start from the beginning. We want to ask, like, where did you grow up? What was the childhood? And were you always interested in science, or did you discover it along the way?
Yeah. Actually, regarding my childhood and regarding my background, I will tell in few words. So I was born and brought up in a rural village area, which is called in Kerala. Kerala in Vellangalur. There is a place Vellangalur. It is a rural area. So I was not in English medium language and all. I was in totally Malayalam medium, like local language. I born and brought up till 10th standard. And after that, I did my plus two, and then I did the BSc in physics. I took the BSc in physics, Bachelor of Science in Physics in Christ College in Alcoda. Then actually, if you ask me, like how I came to this field, it is like I wrote one examination, as you all will be doing like a CAT or MAT or engineering test like that. I also wrote one examination. In that, I got some rank for some 2 3 options was there. In that, I saw meteorology and oceanography. At that time, I myself, I don't have any idea what is meteorology itself. I don't have any idea. I thought that it is something about meteors. It is not meteors. It is like atmospheric science. So that was my idea. Then I joined. I got a rank, a 35 rank in that course, and I joined in that course. Then only I came to know that meteorology is this subject. Then I learned that subject. Then after that, meteorology, MSc meteorology, similarly, I was searching for what to do next. Then everybody during this meteorology period, everybody used to write a CSIR net and all. As you know, CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Junior Research Fellowship. So everybody wrote. So I also wrote the net exam. Then I got in the first chance itself, I got CSIR net exam. I got 2 times CSIR exam. I was in the first rank holders of the Sham Prasad Mukherjee Fellowship. That also I got. Then I did my PhD. Then I fixed my career actually. This is meteorology is my career. Then I fixed my career actually. So by that time, after that PhD, I went to a postdoc abroad. I worked in National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting, which is in Noida. I went to Malaysia and China. Then I came back to India as assistant professor. Then I joined in Adani. So it was not as like planned or something. I want to become meteorologist. Nothing like that. As you asked, it was
Yes, sir.
by flow. It came. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is
Yes,
actually
sir.
similar
So,
to our stories, sir. Actually, we also gave J advance and took the branch, and now we are exploring the fields. And later on, we will
Yeah,
decide what we have
exactly.
to do. Yes,
Exactly.
sir.
We don't know one or two, like what I can say, the objective multiple choice questions.
Yes, sir.
in the life, what we write, that is what makes you to the higher levels,
Yes, sir.
actually. So yeah,
Yes, and
each of,
also one interesting
yeah,
thing, so you told, like people ask that you have completed your 12th class. Now, what is your vision? What do you want to become? And you told that after you chose PhD, then it became clear in your mind that you want to become the meteorologist and want to go in this field. So this was also a very interesting point you said. And
yeah.
so after all this journey, now you have become a weather scientist at Adani. So, sir, most of us people, we don't know that what does a weather scientist do at a renewable company like Adani Group. So, sir, can
Yeah.
you tell us what is your actual work like you do in the company and why does it matter?
Yeah, sure, sure. Actually, I am more towards, I would like to call me as an energy meteorologist rather than a weather scientist. So weather is one part of the job, actually. We,
Okay.
as a renewable energy company, we have a portfolio of 20 plus gigawatt portfolio. We have solar, wind, hybrid sites, all these things are there. So my group here is looking after the forecasting of the renewables, basically. Weather, not the weather forecasting, it is the power forecasting that we do. So in my team, I have 24 into 7 round the clock operation teams, which is working continuously on the uh, next day. Like today, I need to prepare for tomorrow, what will happen 24, tomorrow 24 hour, what is the solar radiation that is going to happen. Not solar radiation, actually, what is the solar power from the solar panels because of the solar radiation. So it is a derived thing. So what is the solar power that is happening for tomorrow? What is the wind power that is going to come tomorrow 24 to 7, like tomorrow 24 hours? What is happening today, next hour, what is happening? These are the challenges that we do actually in our team. So our team, as I told, 24 into 7 round the clock operations, 10 plus people are working with me. Those are trained meteorologists. We all are qualified, well qualified MSc meteorology or MSc atmospheric science or BTech graduates. They all are working in the forecasting. So my job is to guide them with the weather perspective, how the what system is going to come, how the weather is to be, what is the which model, the what are the models need to be taken care, what type of data we need to take, and the quality check of the data, like that. It is my job is to 24 into 7 monitor them, and as a energy meteorologist, I would say, not a weather scientist. Weather scientist is only weather. This is the combination of weather plus renewable energy. So I last 5 years I moved from a pure weather scientist to renewable energy meteorologist. Basically, I need to. It's a time to change the title in the LinkedIn now. So maybe renewable energy
Okay.
meteorologist I need to put here. So
Okay.
that
Okay.
is what we do actually. We do day ahead intraday forecasting. As you know, renewable energy we have, like today morning before 8 a.m. my team has to submit what will happen from tomorrow 00 time to 24 hour. What is the wind power which is going to happen for selected sites, like we have 80 plus sites all over India, including different states. Like our major portfolio is Gujarat, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, all over the around 20 plus states we have. Adani, I don't want to name all the sites. So all over the states, around 80 plus sites we have in Adani, which is called, which is the wind and solar assets. Some of them are 100 megawatt, some of them are 1000 megawatt, 1200 megawatt. Megawatt means that is a huge capacity. And our major
Yes. Yes.
biggest portfolio is there in Gujarat, as you know. It is called Khavda. You might have heard Khavda. Khavda, have you heard Khavda? Khavda is in Kutch, actually. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Actually, currently I'm living in Gujarat also, but
Okay.
it's
Okay.
just 1 year since I have come here, and mostly I stay at our campus in our IIT. So I don't know much about
Okay.
Gujarat. places in Gujarat.
Yeah. Yeah. Khavda is in the Rhine of Kutch region near to Rhine of Kutch. Khavda is the largest renewable energy park in the world, which Adani is also building in Khavda. It is 5 times the size of Paris. Paris, the city, if you check
Yes.
Paris, this Khavda is 5 times the size of Paris. And my team, including Adani, AGL, Adani Green Energy Limited, we have installed solar panels. It is known as like a dark desert, if you ask me. If you look in the Khavda, it will be all over solar panels, like kilometers and kilometers. It will be spread, the solar panels will be spread, and you can only see the dark things. That is the solar panels. So it is known as dark desert in Khavda. We visited Khavda. I also visited once. Yeah. So it is the largest renewable energy park, and our team is doing the forecasting and scheduling for Khavda. My team is doing. I'm really proud for that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So now one correction for our podcast. Now the title has changed from weather scientist to energy meteorologist, right? Yeah.
It's time to change my title.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir. So, like, I was going through your LinkedIn and read about WRF, the Weather Research and Forecasting Model, and it is
Yeah.
used for mesoscale modeling, right, sir?
Yeah, it is used for
Yeah,
small scale mesoscale modeling. Like
mesoscale model.
yeah.
So, sir, can you explain that what mesoscale means and why it's more relevant to renewable energy, just like the national weather forecast and how mesoscale modeling is different from that?
Sure. Actually, mesoscale modeling, if you ask me, mesoscale modeling and WRF, so there was a earlier version of WRF in 1990s and all 1990s, or you might not have born at that time. At that time, that earlier version of the WRF started as MM5. There is another model. If you search in Google or something, you will get. It is called MM5. MM5, there is that's a model name. So when I was doing my MSc and PhD at that time, all the researchers were doing the modeling work in MM5 only, MM5 mesoscale modeling 5. And this WRF is the next version of MM5 actually, mesoscale modeling. So what is mesoscale modeling? If you ask me, I will simply explain what is mesoscale. There are different types of scales in the atmosphere. First scale, at the lowest scale, is known as the microscale. Microscale. Then next scale is mesoscale. Then comes the synoptic scale. Then comes the planetary scale. So there are 4 types of scale in the atmosphere. So microscale is the lowest scale, which is these are the phenomenons that is happening. I will give the example for the phenomenon also. Microscale phenomenon means those phenomena which are occurring less than 1 hour or 1 to 2 hour, like that phenomena. So in the atmosphere, if I can ask you to give you example for the microscale phenomena, like some small scale eddies, or what I can say, small worlds will be there, na? Whirlpool, like a small uh, dust storm, small thing, small, like
Yes.
1 kilometer level, 100-meter level. Suppose the dust is rotating around in some grounds or playgrounds or something,
Yeah, right.
that is just a small scale phenomena. 100-meter, that dust will be surrounding in 100-meter. It will have some height like 10-meter or 15-meter. So that is a small, very minute scale phenomena, which is called the micro scale phenomena. Dust, what I can say, eddies, I will say, eddies, small scale eddies. So this small scale eddies are the micro scale phenomena. So micro scale phenomena is very difficult to capture in the models because it is having very coarse resolution. These models are designed for like 10 into 10 kilometer scale resolution. So micro scale phenomena is not easy to predict in the models, but Then comes the mesoscale. As you asked, what is the mesoscale? Mesoscale is like some 10 kilometer to some 100 kilometer or 500 kilometer. That it is that spatial resolution. If I tell in a scientific word, there are spatial resolution and temporal resolution. Spatial scale is some 10 kilometer to 500 kilometer, and the time scale which is happening for that mesoscale is like some hours to around 2 days or 1 day or something like that. So example for the mesoscale systems is that thunderstorms is an example. Thunderstorms can be classified as both microscale and mesoscale. When it comes to the, that is why we will say as a mesoscale convective systems. Sometimes we will say MCS. MCS, the full form of MCS is mesoscale convective systems. So thunderstorms is one of the example for mesoscale convective systems. Thunderstorms, why it is called a mesoscale? Because there are thunderstorm cells which is having 10 kilometer, 5 kilometer. Suppose you guys are staying in Bombay. Bombay will be having like Santa Cruz area or whatever it is, that area will be having thunderstorm. If you go away some 10 kilometer away from there, there will be clear sky. So
Hmm.
that scale of that system is just a 5 kilometer resolution. So that is the example of mesoscale. So when you asked about a mesoscale system and what is the impact of, what is the importance of mesoscale system in WRF? WRF, weather reserve forecast model, that is one of the weather models which is used to um, forecast this type of systems in the smaller scale resolution, like a mesoscale or a regional scale resolution. That is why we use the WRF. So in our team we use WRF, not explicitly, but as a reference we are using some other advanced models other than WRF, ECNWF, other worldwide models we are using. Yeah,
Okay, sir.
I
So,
hope
sir, like,
you
yes,
got a
sir.
clarity on the mesoscale. What is
Yes,
the
sir.
type of,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
sir, the recent sandstorm that came in Rajasthan, was it also a
yeah.
part in your work?
Like sandstorm used to comes in Rajasthan once in a while, so we have a close observation of this sandstorm in the, like in our observatories and all. We used to get information from the site people. So as you ask me, part of work mean we are not doing research, pure research here, as you may think. In industry setup, we are not doing pure research. We are doing the operational work basically. So once the
Okay.
sandstorm comes in Rajasthan, how it impacts our work, I will tell you. Sandstorm comes in this Jaisalmer. Jaisalmer is the site that is our site is there. So once sandstorm comes there, lot of dust will be accumulating on the solar panels. So until and unless next day the solar panels you didn't clean properly, this dust will be accumulating in the solar panels, so that next day solar radiation will be coming, and if it is clear sky also, the solar radiation, because of this dust accumulation, this radiation generation that we get will be less. Suppose 100 megawatt is the site, clear sky days we used to get, because of this sandstorm it accumulated all the dust on the entire solar panels. It will appear as a brownish, and there like I told you na, desert, what is that, black desert. That
Yeah.
black desert will see as a brown desert
Brown
and there.
desert.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this this sandstorm comes, then what will happen? Entire this 25-kilometer area sandstorm, as you know, it is a big system. Lot of dust accumulation will come, and this entire area will be covered with the dust until and unless you clean the solar panels with some rain water manually or by we have in Adani we have mostly robotic clean process, like all the solar panels used to cleaned by robots once in a week or twice after 2 days. Robots will clean. Robots will be kept like above in the solar panels. It will be cleaning like a full. entire panels will be clean. It is quite impractical to do for human because that much huge, the scale is that much huge. I
Mm.
think you guys you should visit one of the solar panels, then only you will get that vibe and how it is
Yes.
going. Yeah,
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Sure. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Thank you, sir.
yeah.
Now, Priyansh, you take over.
Yes. Footprint. I also saw one of your posts in the LinkedIn about the AI for renewability with carbon accountability. So next question is related to AI only. So Google
Okay.
DeepMind just launched an AI weather forecasting model, and ECMWF, one of the world's top forecasting centers, has already made AI fully operational in their systems. So in your opinion, are these developments actually relevant to what you do on ground in India, or is there still a huge gap between AI and practicality?
Yeah, actually, AI is a tool. AI is helping us a lot. In our here also, we are doing a lot of things with AI. So you need to consider AI as a tool only. Everything cannot be done with AI. So as per my view, AI should be connected with the human intelligence. AI should be connected with the subject matter expertise. We have to combine both AI and subject matter expertise in a way such that fruitful results are getting. So, for example, if I say about this Google DeepMind or ECNWF GraphCast, a lot of models are coming. So these models are helpful in finding the large scale phenomena like a monsoon, or this time El Nino is coming. This time you might have heard El Nino is coming. Super El
Yeah.
Nino is coming. Yeah, you might have heard. Super El Nino is coming. So such a large scale phenomena will be captured and it will be replicated in the AI models easily. El Nino, as you know, El Nino is a very large scale phenomenon. Entire equatorial Pacific region or entire the globe suffers because of El Nino. The pattern of the El Nino is such a big that it is covers entire the globe and entire for Indian region. If I will say in few words about the current, because this is a podcast, we can tell about the current situations also. Currently, this El Nino is in the developing stage as WMO, World Meteorological Organization, predicted. So this July, August, this El Nino, 80% chance is there for El Nino to come. That is this WMO is saying. So because of this El Nino, more less rainfall is expected over Indian region. Indian region will be becoming drier, and some part of other world will be becoming more rainfall. So I'm not deviating from the topic. Coming back to AI. So AI systems will be able to capture this type of large scale phenomena if you run for last 50 years. Or I'm not saying AI systems will not be able to capture small scale, it will be able to capture. AI and ML techniques are more about pattern identification. How much pattern you will give. You will give 10 what is that 10 tigers pictures, and ask another this cat picture to it. You train with the 10 tigers image, and then you ask what is this thing, it will say it is not tiger. That's it, simply. So it is more about a pattern identification, or about pattern identification with the last 10 20 50 years. So how much a pattern, how much actual data you can ingest into AI models, that much will be the fruitful results. And I find the use case of AI more in regional scale phenomena. Regional scale phenomena, for example, in renewables, we always want the results in regional. Regional means local. 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 5 kilometer. What is going to happen in your locality? Is it going to be cloudy in your village, or is it going to be cloudy in your block? That type of things should come from a model, such that we can fruitfully use that things. Now most of the international models or whatever you told, Google DeepMind, ECNW, everything, they all invest in the large scale pattern identification. For example, El Nino, last 20 years of El Nino, they are simulating and they are able to predict what will happen next 3 years of El Nino. That is okay. That's a very large scale phenomenon. But my purpose is not fulfilled. My purpose is, yeah, to get cloud will be there in my Kavada area in 1 kilometer. Cloud will be there, that should come from the AI model based on the actual data, then I am happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, also a quick question, like you said that AI identifies the pattern and then predicts like what will happen. And we
Yeah.
say that climate or the weather, it changes every now and then, and it is the most the thing that we cannot predict very fast, like what will happen tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So are you saying that AI won't be able to change the whole scenario of weather forecasting or these things?
I'm not saying I'm not a type of against AI and all, because I'm not an AI expert basically. I also have the basic knowledge of AML. We also use the AML here in our team. So the forecast, weather forecast or power forecast that we speak about today, that is to be done in a scale of short scale, like tomorrow what is going to happen, day after tomorrow what is going to happen.
Yeah.
So maximum 3 day scale. So that maximum 3 day scale, what my team wants a forecast tomorrow in 15-minute interval forecast I want tomorrow. 15-minute interval what is going to happen. Even 1 megawatt also matters for me. Suppose it is going from 45 megawatt to 46 megawatt, that change also should be captured in the model. Otherwise, I will get penalized. You might have heard about some terminologies in renewable energy like a DSM penalty or scheduling. Basically, I will tell you how much this is a business case which we are coming in our forecasting team. How much the forecast we are giving to the grid India, and the actual will be coming. Suppose I give 45 megawatt forecast will happen tomorrow this time, but actual came 30. That is 15 megawatt difference is there. For that 15
Mhm.
megawatt difference, I need to pay penalty from my pocket, not my pocket. Adani Renewable Energy, Green Energy Company, my pocket, I need to pay penalty. Okay, government, you take because I forecasted wrongly. So you take this money from me. So that is the business case coming. So each and every megawatt is very important for me, so that I need to be very careful in predicting each time blocks. 15-minute time block I need to predict. And suppose there is a thunderstorm or cloud came, localized cloud came, 1 kilometer cloud came, 1 kilometer cloud I cannot detect in any of the models. I will not be able to detect any world, whatever you told, deep deep mind or Google deep thing or graphcast or whatever model you come, no models in the entire world will be able to predict that cloud, 1 kilometer level scale cloud, until and unless I specifically made one small model for my region, which is highly accurate than all these models. So what will happen? Obviously, 45 megawatt I predicted 30 megawatt came because one cloud exactly came on my plant, and it reduced entire my radiation. These are the real life problems that we do daily. My team is doing these real life problems, and it is forecasting is a challenging job. Forecasting means weather forecasting is a challenging job. Not only challenging weather forecasting, especially in tropical region. You know what is tropical region? We are living in tropical region.
Tropical regions.
Yeah. Tropical region. Tropical region means like 23.5 degree south and north between equator. So tropical region is the most, it is driven by the convection activity. So convection is the convection process, convection parameterization, making, representing the convection in the models. This is the challenging task and most difficult task that India government, India Meteorological Department, National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting, Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, such national level agencies, and all over the globe, UK Met Office, all these officers, all these weather agencies are trying to uh, solve this problem for last 100 years. That problem, if we want to solve in one day, it will not happen, like so resolving in micro scale or local scale phenomena. So that is what I want to say. So making forecasting is a challenging job, and that also in regional scale and highly resolution scale. That is our aim in the renewable energy.
Yes,
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
yes, sir. Your work indeed sounds very difficult, sir. So let's move on to the next question. So,
But
sir, most of
I
us,
will
yes,
I
sir,
will add one more thing actually.
yes, sir.
People always used to say, people used to go to US and UK, Germany and all. They will say, oh, in US and UK, they will predict the weather in 1 minute. Next hour, rainfall will come. It will exactly come. But here, why you are not able to predict? This is the right reason that I told. Here it is tropical region weather. US and
Hmm.
UK is driven by mid-latitude weather. Mid-latitude weather is easy to predict. Anybody can predict, not anybody. With the basic science and the basic meteorology, models will be easy to predict in mid-latitudes. Frontal systems are the most dominant, but in here, in tropical region, convection is the most important thing. Not only convection, Indian region, as you know, India is having complex topography. Over the southern side, you have Arabian Sea. Over the northern side, you have what you have Himalayan region,
Yes.
or yeah, Himalaya. Over the left side, you have Arabian Sea. Right side, you have Bay of Bengal, and our Indian landmass is in the middle. So to represent this in a model, it is a quite tedious task, man. It is not easy, and each 15 minutes to get and each hourly forecast you get, it is a quite task. Okay, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So, sir, actually, most of us experience climate change as news headlines or extreme weather events, but you literally see it in your data every single day. So, what does climate change actually look like from inside a weather model?
Actually, climate and weather both are different things. If you ask me weather and climate, weather is what you are experiencing in short scale, like what now you
Short
are
duration.
experiencing short duration.
Yes.
Like today it is raining. Today outside it is raining in Ahmedabad, or today it is feeling like a very hot weather is feeling, or tomorrow it will be very cold in the early morning. That is what I will tell us weather. Like what is
Weather.
happening today, what is you are experiencing in short scale, that is for weather. Like next week in Ahmedabad is going to be raining, monsoon is going to come in Ahmedabad. That is called weather. But climate is a long term. Of like climate is an average pattern that we saw for the weather. For example, you know Himalaya region. Himalaya region is always very cold. How you will
Yeah.
understand that Himalaya region is always cold? Because of your experience and the last 30 years of data you will analyze. Scientifically, I am
Yes, sir.
saying how you will understand the Himalaya region is cold. You first thing is that you have a notion that Himalaya is having snow and full of this thing ice. That notion you have, but how you prove scientifically? Last 30 years of data of temperature you take. Okay, so Himalaya is having this temperature to this temperature, so that is it. Or for example, Kerala region is always having rainfall. How you get to know that Kerala is having always rainfall? Because I am from Kerala. So you will take last 20 years of Kerala rainfall data, then came to know that, okay. So weather and climate both are different. Weather is a short scale phenomena. Climate is a long term. Like after what is like next 30 years, what is going to happen? Next 40 years, what is going to happen? Next 50 years, that is called the climate and climate change. When it comes to climate change, that is another topic. Weather is changing every time. Like weather, today's weather is not tomorrow's weather. Any weather which is given today, that cannot be replicated in next 100 years also. If you take a weather chart, just some windy chart or whatever weather chart, the pattern of the weather chart, same weather chart cannot be replicated in next 100 years also, because weather is such a volatile thing, such a variable thing. But a climate change, when you talk about climate change is a permanent thing. Once it is happened, it is happened. Like for example, 1 degree rise in temperature, 1 degree rise in temperature is happening all over the globe. Means what? Like you used to say, politicians and not politicians, the policy makers, IPCC people, IPCC report, in International Panel of Climate Change report. They used to say that it is going to, after 2050, it is going to be 1 degree Celsius, 2 degrees Celsius. If you that is called the uh, pathway, like concentration pathway. Like suppose there are 2 3 types of scenarios, like a medium scenario, worst case scenario, and all is there. Business as usual. There are different types of scenarios are there in the climate scenario. Climate scenario means climate change, how climate change is really going to happen. So climate change is a real thing. There is no debate on that. It is going to happen, as you all might have already experienced how hot this is weather. But how previous, like 10 years before, how was that weather, or now it is, how is the climate. So regarding the extreme weather that you asked, then more and more climate change occurs. These extreme weather events are more and more. Like some places will be getting more and more hotter. Some places will be getting more and more colder. More and more heat waves will come. More and more uh, rainfall, heavy flood will come. Extreme rainfall, floods will come. All these things are part of the climate change. And not only this, there is, like, if you are interested in the climate change IPCC report scenarios and all, every aspect it is saying what will happen. Poor will become more poor, rich will become more rich because of climate change. All these things are, it is scary to read such things actually, because people are like, not only climate change, this war, all these things are connected actually. So because of climate change, as you asked me, extreme weather events are more increasing, like heat waves, more temperature days, more hotter days are increasing. Temperature, then rainfall patterns will be changing more. Like suppose some rainfall will be there for 1 hour, rainfall will give 100 millimeter of rainfall 1 hour. But in earlier situations, that 100 millimeter will be in throughout the day. So how it impacts? In 1 hour, 100 millimeter rainfall comes in one area, means it will be flooded. It will be flooded and people will be taking boat and all for going. But if that 1 hour, instead of that 1 hour, this 100 millimeter rainfall is throughout the day, that much flood will not be there. So that is a risky thing in the climate change. Climate. Yeah.
Okay, sir. And like the climate change you talked about, it's all because of the carbon, more consumption of carbon and more pollution and all that. And as we also talked about, like carbon footprints we earlier mentioned.
Mm.
So going through your recent post on LinkedIn only, I came about a very interesting story of how you described that everyday actions can reduce the carbon footprints of us. Like, can you share the story of the lift that you posted on LinkedIn, and also tell us about that how the small actions actually matter in the overall reduction of carbon footprints.
Yeah, actually, that's an insightful thing. If you read more about the carbon footprint, how citizens can react on the carbon footprint, reducing carbon footprint. It is called about, it is It is known about citizen stewardship or something like that. Like each and every person is responsible for the carbon, reducing the carbon emission, carbon footprint. The dangerous thing about carbon dioxide is that once it is emitted to the atmosphere, it will stay in the Earth's atmosphere for hundreds of years. To
Mm.
make it convert it, there is only one mechanism to convert it into back to something else is the trees, which is able to absorb it and convert it into this what is this
Oxygen.
thing,
Yeah.
photosynthesis, oxygen and all. That's the only mechanism is available, otherwise it will be there. So the scale of the carbon dioxide which is coming to the atmosphere, if you talk about the scale which is going outside and the scale which is converting it into back, there is huge gap into these two things actually. So that is why all these government agencies are talking about carbon, reducing carbon footprint, reducing like each and every citizens need to take responsibility. You people, youngsters, you may be in your 20s and 21st, 22 maybe. So you are the guys who need to take such initiatives to not only to colleges, all over the nations, nationwide, not only nation, all over the international level, how people are acting. That type of thinking should come in people. Then only like how I already told each and every action you are doing, there is a carbon footprint associated with it. In my company, always they used to record the carbon footprint because there is an ESG department. ESG means Environment Sustainability and Government Governance Department. So they have, their job is to count this carbon footprint, who is using more carbon, who is using less carbon and all. So they will circulate once in a while, they will circulate some Google Forms or Microsoft Forms, and they will ask us how you commute yourself. Are you coming by bike, are you coming by car, are you coming by train, are you coming by walking? So just for 1 kilometer from here to my office, my office is nearby. Just for 1 kilometer from here to my office, if I use a car, I may be the only one who is driving the car. My car is having capacity of 5, 6 people if it is a
Yes,
big
sir.
car, SUV or something. So on the top of on the position of 6 people, I am trying to drive single. So that much carbon footprint I am adding to the atmosphere because my car 1 kilometer is driving and a huge carbon footprint I am adding on the comfort of my comfort. Actually my comfort I am doing, and in my comfort I am going in a car single and I am driving. So instead of that, suppose I am not saying you don't use car, you don't go by car and all. Instead of that, what you can do? You can club with 5 or 6 members of your colleagues. Okay, come, Raja, you come, or Priyansh, you come, Parth, you come. We will go together tomorrow to office. 4 people will go in my car. Tomorrow you take your
Mm.
car. Day after tomorrow you take your car. That's fine. So 5 people together. That is called carpooling. That's called
Carpooling,
a
yes.
yes,
Yeah.
carpooling. So carpooling is an efficient way to reduce the carbon footprint. Then less this thing. Then comes citizenship, in terms of citizenship and in terms of the individual responsibilities. If you talk about the reducing carbon footprint, minimalist lifestyle, minimalism, that is one of the this thing how you can reduce carbon footprint. If you buy a lot of jeans, you buy a lot of pants, lot of shirts, they each week you go for this thing, shopping. That is 2 times it is good, one two way it is good minimalist lifestyle. One is you are contributing to less carbon footprint because one buying for one jeans or one pants, one jeans making for one jeans around 100 liters or water something is needed. I don't remember the exact number. If you search in
Oh.
Google or somewhere, you will get
Yes.
just for
Mhm.
making one jeans, one couple pair of jeans, that much liters of water is being used. So where from that water is going? From nature only. That nature is taking. So I'm not saying don't buy jeans. You can buy jeans, no problem. But it is to be in a like modest way. Minimalist lifestyle. Always use minimalist lifestyle. Always use like used materials. If you use used materials, I don't know, people are ashamed of using used materials in India, I think. I don't know, what about you? I don't know, like in world culture, abroad because I was in abroad for 4 or 5 years, so I have that abroad culture. I know how world thinks and how world grows. So used products, using of the used old products, that is one way of reducing carbon footprint. That is the third thing. Reducing, there is a saying, reduce, reuse, recycle. First thing is reduce your
Hmm.
consumption. Reuse something, if you want not to use, reuse it, like something including clothes. I don't know, people, there is a collector in Kerala. You might have heard about Vasugi IAS. You might have heard. There is a. She is a celebrity like collector. So she promotes this type of thing. She told she wears sari, which is reused sari. Other people once like one time they wear and then they throw. Like that sari she will collect, and she is the brand ambassador for the reduce, reuse, recycle. So recycle, reduce, reuse, recycle is one of the best motto for the climate change, and one of the best motto for minimalist lifestyle, reducing carbon footprint. That's called a sustainable way
Yes.
of living actually.
Yes. Okay. So thank you, sir. So it all comes down to the reuse, reduce, reuse, and recycle. And this is
Yes.
the term that we study in our first class or second class, like when we are
Yeah.
8 years or 10 years old, and it all comes down to this only. So it was very nice to hear.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. So after all these technicalities, going deep into the these things like carbon footprints and renewable energy, weather forecasting, AI and weather forecasting. Now we will be having a very fun segment, and it's a rapid fire round. So what we expect is that we will ask you short questions, and the quick thing that comes into your mind, you have to answer it quickly. And let's see, like it will be fun and all.
I
So
hope you guys will not trouble me a lot.
no, no,
Okay.
it
No,
will be
sir.
fun, sir. What's the biggest misconception that people have about your job? Like you only, like people think that about your job, you just predict the weather tomorrow and it will rain or not, or is it something other than this?
Coming to that misconception, actually, people have zero idea what is happening in industry. That is what I will tell you. Because academics and industry, you people are working in academics. I was there in academics. I spent my most of the time around 15 years plus in academics doing MSc, PhD, and postdoc or whatever it is. Then I came to industry. I also had a zero idea about industry. People have zero idea what is happening in industry, what type of work we are doing, what is industry needs, including academics, including process also, I will say. So that's a very big gap, I would say, academic industry collaboration. It should happen for a better India and a better like a perspective. That is not much happening. I think IIT Mumbai is having some collaboration and all with us and all, not only with us and their this thing. So that is a
Yes, yes.
misconception I will
Mhm.
tell. Academics don't have any idea about what industry is doing. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, sir. That's why the clubs like our club are connecting with people in the industry and taking your podcast so that we get to know like what is
Yeah,
happening in the industry
exactly.
actually.
That is in need of the hour, and this academic industry collaboration. I will add one more point, like academics know how to solve a problem. You have good number of brains, you have talents like you guys, you have good amount of talent and this thing. we industry, we have a number of problems in our hand. We don't have that manpower to solve. My team, if you talk about my team, I told around 10 member of people, 10, 15 people. So my team have a number of problems to be solved in the academics. We don't have that manpower to solve. You guys, if the talented guys in IIT or IAC or whatever good institutes, they have to solve that problem. That is what we expect actually.
So, sir, handing over to Priyansh now.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. So let's move on to the next rapid fire questions. So, sir, Kerala rain or Gujarat heat? Which one has given you more discomfort?
Discomfort in the sense like Gujarat rain is not much, like
Heat, sir.
very less
Gujarat
No, sir,
heat.
Gujarat heat.
heat, not rain.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Kerala rain or Gujarat heat?
Kerala rain or Gujarat heat, you are asking.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Kerala rain is something nostalgic for me. Kerala rain is what you can like it is like vibe will come when rain is coming. Nowadays that vibe and all gone because heavy rainfall will come. People are getting flooded and a lot of lives are also going. This landslides and all are happening. So whenever rain is coming, people used to be scared in Kerala now. But Gujarat heat, it is for me not that much discomfort is there because from morning 9 to 7 I am in office only inside AC only. In the evening only I am coming to my home. So I am okay with that. Not that much heat, no, that much
Okay.
discomfort. Yeah.
Yes. So, sir, the next question is, which weather would you relate closest to your personality?
My personality, I will be connecting with the rain only because by nature I am a musician also. I play flute, I sing songs. I am a learned Carnatic musician. I can sing songs. Around 10 years I learned Carnatic music. In Malaysia also I learned music. So that music is connected with this thing like rain basically. There is some ragas in rain like Megamalhar and all, if you might have heard that Megamalhar raga, if you play in flute or if you sing, that can create a rainfall. That is what it's saying. So when I remember in one of the temples I used to sing at that time exactly rain came. So it is not because I sing, suddenly it came. So I
It's
relate to
like
rain only.
Tansen, right? Tansen
Yeah, it
used
is like
to.
yeah. Tansan he sing this Megamalhar
Yes,
only I
sir.
think Megamalhar. Some
Yeah.
ragas are there. Yeah,
Sir, so if you were not a weather scientist, or if I would say energy meteorologist, then what would you be?
yeah. I like very much teaching. Teaching is one of my
Yes.
favorite things. So I would be teaching in some colleges, meteorology, assistant professor, or I will be continuing that teaching meteorology or some other subjects. I like teaching, or also I like music field. Also I like meteorology is my profession. Music is my passion. You can say so. During free time, I used to play flutes, sing songs, or whatever it is. That and all is there. So I will be either an
Uh,
artist or I'll be a teacher. That's it.
yes. Okay, sir. So, sir, the next question is, if you get a superpower, what
Oh,
would you opt for and why?
what would you?
Opt for superpower, if you could get any
Okay,
superpower.
superpower. Okay, actually,
Yes, sir.
from childhood onwards, I used to think about the superpower. So there is a superpower which, if we ask, we want to get anything, we will get anything. That thing, if comes, then nothing we want. Na. If I get a superpower, I
Yes, sir.
should get a superpower such that if I want anything, that should I get. That is the only superpower I want. Then everything is done.
Yes, sir. That's a
It's
clear
like
answer, sir.
it's like if
Eh?
the genie is it's like if the genie is asking that I will complete your three wishes. The first
Ah,
the first wish you make will be give me lots of wishes. It's like
ah,
that.
it is like Bhasmasura in there is a Purana, this thing, historical Itihasa, there is thing Bhasmasura. Bhasmasura, he went to Shiva and asked this thing wish. So Bhasmasura told anybody he is pointing his fingers, he should be ash. That is the wish. Then he tried to do the test this to Shiva. That is there, like that, out of context.
Yes. Okay. So, well, let's wrap up our rapid fire round, sir. So,
Nice.
we now know a little more about you, sir. So,
Yes,
beyond
yes,
weather models and forecasting. So, now
yes.
let's move on to the next set of questions.
Okay.
So, next question is that you have lived in multiple areas, Malaysia, China, Kerala, and now Ahmedabad,
Yeah.
for very different places and very different climates. So, how it affected your career decisions in life?
I can say that I experienced a different culture, different types of people. Like in NCMRWF, I was working in modeling part. In Malaysia, my career was towards the thermodynamics of the atmosphere, sea breeze, land breeze circulations. In China, I was doing in the climate model analysis, climate change and all. So different bite of information I worked then. So that's it. Yeah.
So can you also tell us about the shift from teaching sector to corporate renewable energy company?
Yeah. Actually, as you know, I was teaching in when like I was searching a job in industry or academics or government sector for last years, last 5 or 6 years. Then while teaching in academics, this assistant professor I was teaching at that time only this vacancy came in Adani. So I was a little bit afraid that how corporate culture will be there. I also don't know any idea, don't have any idea how. I heard a lot of bad stories about corporate. Corporates will make you work like dogs. They will treat you like anything, they will shout to you like anything. All these stories, you also might have heard all these stories.
Yes.
So all these things are misconceptions. After coming here, I came to know that corporates also have a proper work culture equal to government, and the pay that corporates will give is more better than the government. That's what I feel now. Like after coming from an academic background to corporate culture, it enhanced my understandings because my technical things, my technical knowledge has increased, my skills like Python and all. I was not that much skills, having not much that much skills in Python language and all. I developed by my own because my job requires that type of things, at least to monitor my teammates. Then this switching from academic to industry, that decision is most important. That decision made me. Uh, I think now after thinking after 5 years, now I am in 5 years after coming to industry. After 5 years, it is like I think like it was a good decision. And the best thing in being in industry is that we in academics the worst thing happening in academics is that they are not updated. Academics people,
Mm.
that's what I feel same syllabus, same teaching, same curriculum. In 20 years, next to 20 years also you will teach the same syllabus, same thing. I don't know what about IITs and other institutes, they may be revising syllabus and all, but there are people who teach the same notes, same thing, same printed notes giving to students. Academics are not updated. That's what I feel. But industry, we need to be updated. If you are not updated in industry, you will be thrown out. That is the thing. You need to be updated in each and everything, not only in subject, technology, advancement. As you mentioned, AI, ML. AML is the top like hot topics nowadays talked by CEOs and all these people. Everybody wants AI. Everybody wants to incorporate AI, incorporate ML. What you are doing with AI? Everybody in the meetings, board meetings, will ask how you incorporated AI into your team, how you did these things, how you automated automation of the things. So all these things comes in my plate because I am in industry. Otherwise, I will not be having exposure to all these things. Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, we actually agree with your updation that we should update ourselves. That thing is very important.
Yeah.
Exactly. We
Yes,
need to be updated in the world. Then only
yes,
one more thing I want to add to you youngsters is that learning is also important. Continuous learning. Continue. There is a what is called agile method. If you say, if you tell like agile method of learning, agile method of project management. Agile method is small chunks. If you learn one lesson or 1 5 minute of lesson or one small thing, if you learn per day, you can make wonders. I used to do that. Now also I will learn. Now also I learn in Udemy, some other course, something. We also have another learning platform, e-learning platform in Adani, that also. Without
yes,
learning, you are dead actually. If you don't learn continuously, I am not saying to learn each and everything in their world and all. Whatever you are interested, whatever your career requires, whatever your curiosity requires, that you need to learn. And people nowadays, people after learning all these things, people are becoming entrepreneurs and all. Like they will start their own company. Maybe Priyansh and Parth will be, after some days, will be some CEOs, or some big companies, maybe some entrepreneurs. That's how it
mm,
should be. Like our nation needs that. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So, sir, coming to the last segment and the last question of our podcast today. So, you have spent your career studying in the forecasting field, and not forecasting only now, energy, meteorology, and everything else. So, what would you say about, like, we are competing with US or China, these big superpowers? Where do India stand in the renewable energy sector? And is India actually heading towards the right direction?
Mm, exactly. Like we are not less than any of the international agencies. If you ask me, like we are not less or not more. We are like Adani Green or Indian renewable energy sector. Now, I think now we have installed capacity renewable energy is 250 gigawatt or something, I think, all over the India. So total we are planning to achieve by 500 gigawatt by next 20 years or so. So how the other companies, other world players like US, China is also one of the biggest player in renewables. China, US, Europe, Denmark, New Zealand, Denmark. These all have not only solar, wind. This Denmark and all, Denmark Technical University. If you search in Google or Udemy, you will get Denmark Technological University. There is a wind, there is this thing, course for wind and all renewable energy. All these things is there. So Denmark, New Zealand, Germany, China. These are the world players. We, like in India, in especially in Adani, we are not developing any technology by ourselves. That is the key actually. We have good number of collaboration with all these institutes. I don't want to say the names and all because it is confidential. So we in my team, I am the working my team. We all have good number of collaboration with all the world class institutes, world class model providers, including ECNWF, UK Met Office, and all the other major players in the world, so that our product, which our product forecast product that we are making, is the world class standard. We are not making from scratch anything. Suppose I came in the field 5 years before, I didn't make any product from scratch. Okay, okay, let me start working on this thing. It will take some 10 years to build a product which UK Met Office or India Meteorological Department or some other guys might have made. So what I am doing, I will ask all these players to come to me. I will invite all the international players to come to me and give me a proposal so that I will evaluate according to my data. Whoever is giving the best performance, those I will select and I will give my forecast with that. That is a strategy that we are doing. So we will be the world class standard. We will be the best among the industry, and nobody can beat us. That is a strategy that we used to do. So we are also going in the same pace as other world class people are doing. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, sir. It was really wonderful to have such a long conversation with you. And actually, we came to know about a lot about this industry level things about you, your experiences, your journey. Before the podcast, we only know that we all only knew that you were a weather forecaster. Now we know that you are an energy power sector and in the energy meteorology, and then you are also cook, you're a musician, you're a
Yes,
teacher.
sir.
All we came to know about
You
this
got
thing.
too many hobbies, sir. You
Yeah,
are very
Yeah.
so
skilled.
you have multiple skills. Okay,
Yeah.
so thank you, sir. And it will truly inspire all the students that are watching, and they will be motivated to join in this sector also and contribute in
Yes,
the
of course.
like.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so on the behalf of Energy and Sustainability Club at IIT Bombay, and on behalf of everyone, thank you, sir. And
Thank you very much for the nice talks.
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today and sharing your
Thank you.
valuable insights. It was a
Thank you.
pleasure having you on the podcast. I would also like to thank everyone listening till the end. We hope this conversation has given you deeper understanding of climate, renewable energy, and many opportunities available in this space. Until next time, this is Priyansh
I'm Parth.
signing off. Take care and keep learning.